Reverse osmosis, WRO water treatment, the setup. So when you need to set up the RO, the WRO version, the 95, you need to first set up the RO. So take the drain line and put it in the sink. Put it in such a way it's not going to splash or cause any kind of splashes when it's hooked up. And find the water line, the white water line, and you're going to join that to the tap. When you go to connect to the different taps across the institution, you'll discover that a lot of them don't connect, and you need to have a fitting that's going to join the two pieces. So in your blue toolkit, you've got many different fittings that you can use to join the two pipes together, the two hoses together, the hose to the tap. So find the fitting that fits. Find one that you can thread on that will screw on and create the connection that you can use with the tap. So add the fitting, and all of the fittings, if they fit the tap, the other side will fit the hose. So then join your water hose to it. Just do it with your fingers to start. Get it as tight as you can with your fingers. Screwing it to the right, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So turn it to the right to tighten. But you need to make sure it's good and firm by getting the wrench. There's a wrench in your kit as well. And use the wrench to tighten the fitting as best you can. Not so tight you can't get it off, but tight enough that it's not going to leak. There's a washer there that you need to make sure is in place, and that'll also help to ensure that it's a good tight fitting. And then you can turn the water on, and that'll provide water to the RO that will be purified and will drain back out the drain line, creating a circuit of water in and out of the RO machine. Now that you've got a water source in the machine, you can plug it in. It's like the dialysis machine. You don't plug it in until it's connected to the water. The same works with the RO machine. So now you can plug it in, and the first thing you need to do is do a good rinse. So you need at least a 5-minute rinse. So turn on the RO machine by turning on the green button. It's the on-off switch, the power switch, and then put it into rinse. You do that by finding the button that says rinse and turn on the rinse, ensuring it gets at least a good 5-minute rinse. Now you can set up the hemodialysis machine, get your machine going. So find your hoses on your dialysis machine, the water and the drain, but now instead of connecting to the wall or the hooks, you're going to connect it to the RO. So you need a drain. If there's no quick connect for drainage, some centers have a drain line, but generally you're going to connect it to the sink. So there's an extension with the same quick connects that you're used to for the drain. Add it to the extension set that you can then put into the sink. Again, secure it so it won't splash up when fluid starts to run, water starts to run. The water line you now connect to the RO machine. There's a blue line. The blue line goes to the blue line, and connect the water so that the water that's being purified by reverse osmosis can now be sent to the machine. Now the machine has water, so now you can plug in the machine and turn the power cord on. Put the power cord in for the dialysis machine. Now it's been rinsing, you need to check that you've got good quality water. The same as with the dialysis machine, you need to check that it's been properly rinsed by doing a chloratest. It's the same sticks that you use on the dialysis machine. And there's a tap on the side. And there's a little valve. You've got to lift up the lever on the handle. So you pull it up so that it allows you to turn the handle and put a sample of RO water on your stick and check that there's no residual chlorine. As you can see here, you just lift the little lever up and that allows you to turn the valve and check that it's negative for chlorine. Then you check the conductivity and the rejection rate. Conductivity is reading all the time. It's the red button. And you push the white button to move the reading to show the rejection rate. The conductivity needs between 1 and 25, saying what kind of level of solutes are there to create the conductivity of the water. And the rejection rate is the amount of solute that you're removing from the water, and that must be below 85%. You must be rejecting at least 85% of the water. So you put those readings on the documentation form, and that form stays on the cart. And now you're ready to turn on your dialysis machine and start preparing the machine and setting it up for dialysis. Check your hard switches on at the back and turn on the yellow soft switch on the front till it's green. Now you need to turn on the RO. You need to set it to run. So turn off the RO, push the green button, and then this stops the rinse, and then you need to turn it back on and push the run button. If it's flashing, maybe something's kinked, there's no direct water, but if it's solid, and then you've got your water treatment actually started to purify your water, and you're ready to continue with the setup of your dialysis machine as usual.